Have you ever made homemade bath bombs? It's really quite easy, and I'm going to show you how. Hello, I am Katie, the Crafty Blog Stalker, and if you're new to my videos, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming craft tutorial videos. I've got the ingredients that we're going to be using laid out on my table here, and most of them are from Simply Earth. We've got citric acid, emulsifying wax, almond oil, dried lavender flowers, lavender essential oil, violet mica powder, and then these are just ingredients that I had at home. 99% isopropyl alcohol. It's really important that you have the 99%. Baking soda and pure cornstarch. Now I am going to wear some gloves because I have a sore on the back of my hand that citric acid will not feel good if it gets into. But if you're making these as gifts, it's a good idea to wear gloves anyways. I'm going to start by adding a half a cup of baking soda and a half a cup of cornstarch. And to mix it together, I'm just going to use my hands. You can use a spoon if you want, but I think a hand works just as well, and it's simple. In this microwave safe bowl, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of the almond oil and a 1/4 teaspoon of the emulsifying wax. And we're going to put this in the microwave in 30-second intervals until that emulsifying wax is melted. You can see how this emulsifying wax mixture is melted. I have also added my 6 drops of lavender oil to it once I pulled it out of the microwave. And now I am going to mix it in to the dry mixture. And with our hands again, we're just going to mix that up. And we want to mix until that is well combined. That emulsifying wax mixture is well mixed in. I can't feel any clumps anymore in my hands. The next step is to grab a handful, and if it crumbles apart, then we need to add some isopropyl alcohol. And I've just added my 99% isopropyl alcohol to this spray bottle. So I'm going to add a couple sprays. And I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm just going to repeat this step until I get that handful of mixture that doesn't crumble. And the climate you're in will totally vary this. So if you're in a drier climate, you might need more. If you're in a wetter climate, you would need less of that isopropyl alcohol. All right, I feel good with that. Next, we're going to add our 1/4 cup of citric acid. And again, I'm just going to stir that in with my hands. I have cleaned the other bowl that I used because I don't want any oil residue in there, and I'm going to divide this dry mixture in half. To this side, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the lavender flower buds, and I only have a half teaspoon here, so I'm going to do it twice and then mix that in. And then to this bowl, I'm going to be adding my violet mica powder. And it doesn't take very much. And then we're going to mix that together. Now if I wanted a darker purple, I could add more mica powder. But I actually think that is really good. That's a really pretty purple. Now I am using the larger bath bomb mold. Simply Earth has 2 sizes, a small and a large. And in the first half, I'm going to take a 1/4 teaspoon and just put that directly into the bottom of that mold. And then I'm going to take some of my white mixture and put that in. Now you want to overfill the halves. So put it in and push it down. Okay, so there's our 1/2. And on this side, we can just scoop it right up. Push it down good. Okay, and now we're going to put these 2 together, and I'm going to do it over the purple bowl. And we're just going to squeeze those together. Okay, and then we're going to slowly twist our bath bomb molds to remove. And there is our bath bomb. You can see those lavender buds there embedded in the top. And we're going to set this aside to dry. Here, let me pull my bowls down so you can see this a little bit better. So there's our bath bomb, and we want to let it sit for a full 24 hours before we package it or anything like that, so it dries completely. When using bath bombs, if you have a problem with residue sticking to the side of the tub once you get out, then wipe down the side of your tub before you get in and before you put in that bath bomb. And with bath bombs like these with the little flower pieces in it, you may want to strain those out of your water before you drain your bath. I don't know about you, but I sure am excited about the next time I get to relax in the bath with my calming lavender bath bombs. If you want more fun craft tutorials, make sure to check out my website, thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting.